looking for a sleek, modern take on Christmas ornaments? In this video, we will be going over just that. Here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. In this video tutorial, we will be going over how to make a fringeless Christmas star ornament. Now, what's truly unique about this pattern is the symmetrical shape of the star, but also because there is no fringe at the bottom, giving it a nice sleek look. I'll be walking you through every step of the way, so you should be able to follow along even if you are a beginner. And with that said, let's get right into it. For this project, I am using two types of cord. The smaller one here and also the thinner string here is a 2-ply 1.5 millimeter string. This is going to be used for the handle of the ornament. Now, if you don't have thinner string, or you don't want to get a roll of thinner string for the purpose of just the handle, that's okay. You can use the same cord you're using for the star as the handle as well. I'll be using a 3 millimeter single strand cord in natural gold color. So this is actually our mini roll size. It's 50 meters, which is perfect for ornament making or smaller projects like the one we are making in this tutorial. If you guys are interested in any of the materials used, I'll link them in the description below. To begin, you will need a strand of cord at about 110 centimeters long. Now, because I'm using natural gold cord, the gold tinsel does separate from the cord fairly easily, so I've tied some overhand knots just to prevent them from fraying too soon. What we're going to do is we're going to fold the cord in half, find where the middle spot is, which is about right here, and we're going to mark that spot and just going to tape it down to the right. Then taking a second 110 centimeter long cord, place it underneath, and we're going to make a double half hitch knot here. So the bottom end here is the working cord end. We're going to bring it over to the left, pull on it to tighten, then bring it over to the right and then through the loop. Now, before you fully tighten this double half hitch knot, bring the top end down and make sure that the bottom end is about 1.5 inches longer than the top end. So you see here, I have about 1 inch more with the bottom length. So once you have that, you can pull on the two ends to tighten the double half hitch knot. Slide the knot to the middle. Then now what we're going to do is take the tape off here. Make sure when you pull the right end, bring it over to the left, that it's even on the left side. And if so, before we continue on with the pattern, this is the part where you're going to attach the thinner string as the handle for the ornament, or if you're not going to use thinner string, you can use the same cord. So taking either a 25 centimeter string or 25 centimeter long cord, we're going to make a reverse Lark's knot onto that far right horizontal cord. So take both ends, bring it through to tighten. Then once you've tightened it at the top, we're going to just make an overhand knot with both ends. And we're going to slide the knot so that it's right up at the top. And then now you have a nice little handle for your ornament. So once that is added, we can now tape the pattern back down. This time I'm going to tape that top vertical cord end. We're going to bring the right horizontal end over to the left. Take the bottom vertical end for a double half hitch knot. So bring it over to the right, tighten, bring it over to the right again, through the loop, to tighten. And we have now started the tip of the first section of the star. I'm also just going to tape down the section here so it doesn't move. And then now for the next part, taking the far right cord, bring it over to the left also, and then take that cord that was a horizontal cord at the bottom. We're going to bring it underneath and use it as a working cord for a double half hitch knot to the left. So bring it over through the right, bring it over through the right. So this part is starting to take shape. Now that this side is done, we're now going to turn this pattern around and basically make the same knot as we did on the right side. So the star looks like this, so we just did the right side, and then now we're going to work on the left side. So taping same spots. Take that left cord over to the right. I've already brought the horizontal cord down. We're going to make a double half hitch knot to the right. So we're bringing the cord over and through the left. We did that twice for the double half hitch knot. Now to finish off this top part, this top section of the star, we're going to add a third strand of 110 centimeter long cord. Now we're going to add it similar to how we started, so a double half hitch knot onto the top horizontal cord, and then another double half hitch knot on the bottom horizontal cord. So we're going to start with the top one first, so place the cord underneath. Then we're going to take the bottom vertical end, bring it over to the left. It should look like this. And then bring it over to the right this time and through the loop. But before you fully tighten, make sure that the bottom end is about 1.5 inches longer than the top end. And then once we have that, we pull on both cord ends to tighten. And then we shift it over to the left. So now that the bottom end is slightly longer, we're now going to finish off the double half hitch knot onto the bottom horizontal cord, taking the bottom vertical cord end, bring it through to the left, tighten, then bring it over and through the left loop. Make sure that the first half hitch knot is tight before you tighten the second one, so that you have a pattern that's nice and close together. And the first section is now complete. Now we're going to start on the side sections in a similar way. I'm going to just also add that to the tape. So we're going to take that bottom horizontal end over to the left. So we're using this as an anchor cord as well. Take the next cord over, make a double half hitch knot. Then take the next cord, make another double half hitch knot. And then what we're going to do is take the second cord from the left as an anchor cord for a double half hitch knot to the left. So basically what we're doing is starting that right side of the section. So we've made 2 double half hitch knots, and then now we're making that 1 double half hitch knot. So taking that cord on the left as a working cord, make a double half hitch knot to the left. And then now I'm going to go back the opposite direction. So bring the anchor cord over to the right for 1 double half hitch knot. So taking that vertical cord over to the left, tighten, and then over to the left, and then we're going to tighten. Make sure you pull on the anchor cord so that everything is nice and tight and neat. Now, to finish this section off, take the far left cord as an anchor cord for 2 double half hitch knots to the right. So start off with 1 double half hitch knot, over, and then take that second cord over through the left. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then 1 more over and through the left. And the second section of the star, so the first section on the left side is now complete. Now we're going to take the same anchor cord and we're going to make another section on the left side. So repeat the same pattern as we did right here once more. Once the new section is added, this is what the pattern should look like. We've completed the middle section up at the top. Just going to retighten these. And we've also completed the 2 sections to the left. Now we're going to repeat the same pattern on the right for 2 sections. So I'll walk you through the first section, and then you can do the second one. So we're going to take that anchor cord over to the right for 2 double half hitch knots. So take the first cord over to the left, bring it over to the left, tighten, then bring the next cord over to the left, over to the left, and then make sure everything's nice and tight. Second cord from the right, anchor cord, make 1 double half hitch knot to the right. Now we're going to bring the anchor cord back to the left for 1 double half hitch knot. So vertical cord over to the right this time, and then over to the right. Then take the far right cord over to the left for 2 double half hitch knots. Over to the right, tighten, over to the right, tighten, and then take the next cord over to the right. Make sure this one's nice and tight, and then finish off that second half hitch knot for this double half hitch knot, and then retighten everything. And now the first section on the right is now complete. So take the anchor cord again and repeat the exact same pattern right here. Once the 2 sections are complete on the right side, we will now finish off the section at the bottom. Now you can close off your star as is without that extra section here. But what I'm going to do is add another section to close it off at the bottom. So taking the anchor cord on the right side, make a row of double half hitch knots to the right. What we're going to do essentially is we're going to make half of each section on each side, and then we're going to seal them together after that. So once the 2 double half hitch knots are made, take the second cord from the right as an anchor cord for a double half hitch knot. So this half is now made. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Anchor cord to the left, 2 double half hitch knots. Then second cord from the left as an anchor cord, make 1 more double half hitch knot. Okay, and now the pattern is complete. Now if you join the pattern together like so, this is what the star looks like. Now similar to another pattern that I already have, if you don't want to make this fringeless, you don't have to. You just have to gather the cords at the bottom, make a gathering knot, and you can have a bit of fringe at the bottom here. Because we're ending this one fringeless, we are going to need a bit of glue to seal off all of the ends at the bottom. What we're going to do is start cutting off strands of cord. What we're going to do is we're going to cut off cords and then we're going to glue the sections together. So I have my hot glue gun here. We're going to start with the bottom 2 cords first. So I'm going to cut fairly close to the bottom, but we're going to leave a little bit of the cord left. So I left about that much on both sides. So just a little bit. And then now we're going to take the glue and we're just going to try and bring it over in the center, dab some in the center, and then push those 2 sides together. Like so. Might need to take a few tries to get it right, but I think I got it. And then once you have it, you can dab a little bit more glue on the outside for extra security. Okay. Then we're basically going to do the same thing with the rest of the cords. So we're going to cut them fairly close, but not all the way. And then again, add some glue. I like using a glue gun for sealing macrame projects just because I feel like it's a little bit more forgiving. If you do end up making a mistake, usually you can take it all off without having to, say, redo the whole thing. And I like that it dries relatively clear too, so can't tell unless you look right up close that it was glued. So we're almost done. Last section. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more glue here on the inside and then push it together so it kind of resembles the other sections. And then voila! We're now complete with the fringeless star pattern. And that's it with our macrame star ornament tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed making this one. We do have a long list of macrame ornament tutorials over on our Christmas playlist. So if you guys are interested in making more ornaments or small Christmas decor items, don't forget to check out that Christmas playlist. And if you guys are feeling up for it, for more larger, more intricate macrame Christmas ideas, we do have several other projects over on our exclusive community on Patreon. If you guys want to check that out, head on over to patreon.com/BOCHIKNOT for more details. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.